Hi, welcome to my channel, and today I have another theatre vlog for you. So today we are going to see Girl from the North Country at the Lowry, and we've kindly been gifted tickets for their press night, so I'm really looking forward to it. We are sat in the stalls. I think we're on row N. Can't quite remember, I'll have to look at the tickets once we get there. But yeah, I've never seen this musical before, so I'm really excited. It's always fun to go and see a new musical. So I will show you any merch that they've got for the show, show you our seats, show you our view. If I'm allowed to film a curtain call, I'll do that for you. And then obviously we'll review it at the end. Lawrence is actually coming with me today, which is great. It's going to be the first press night that he's come to with me. So yeah, it should be a fun night. So I'll get back to you now once we're at the theatre.
To be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my head down if I won. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better.
So my dad has just dropped us off. We're just across the way from the Lowry, it's just there. So we're just gonna, as usual, walk across the bridge over to the theatre. I think it's about 7 now, so it starts about half.
You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I want to be silly, baby, dance the night away. I'll kick my shoes off if I want. Let yourself be free, and maybe you will find that there is more to life than being pretty. Honey, let's just face it. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better.
We've just arrived at the theatre now, just here, just about to head in, go and pick up our programme and our wristbands, and yeah, and I'll show you our seats.
I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. You can. Baby, let your head down, be a little wilder. Baby, kick your shoes off, you don't have to hide it. Baby, let your head down, be a little wilder.
So we are inside the theatre now. I think, what time is it?
What?
What time is it? Lawrence is
Quarter past.
So it's 7:15, so it starts in quarter of an hour. I might be able to go in, I'm not sure.
No, yeah.
There's a few understudies on tonight, but there's 4 understudies on tonight. So I have taken a picture of the list which says who the understudies are. But yeah, really looking forward to the show tonight. Like, it's really busy, obviously with the press tonight. But yeah, it should be really good. Bought a magnet, picked up our programme. So yeah, but we're going to go and head in now. Like I said, we're in the stalls. I'll just get my ticket out and show you where we're sat. Okay, so these are our tickets. So we're in door H and we're on row N, seat 5 and 6. So just need to go. Here, just here, door H. So we just had our ticket scanned, just heading in now. But here we go, just going to find our seat. We're on row N. And this is the first time I've actually sat on the right side of the theatre. I always sat on the left side. So. 5 and 6 over here. So this is our view of the stage. So it is 20 past now, it's due to start in 10 minutes. Lawrence is just reading the programme. I like the legroom in these seats.
Shoes off, don't hide it. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better.
So it's now the interval. I'm really enjoying the show. What about you, Laura?
Yeah, I find it intriguing.
It's really good. I really love the story and everything. Yeah, it's really good.
Acting good.
Yes, obviously I'll let you know more when we get home, but yeah, so far it's really good. Just picked up some drinks. Laura's down a quick flick through the
Yeah, I was
window.
thinking the main woman. Wife, I'm walking out the car to us. Yeah.
So the show's just finished now. It was really good. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So you enjoyed it, Laura?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was really good. So yeah, we're just gonna head home now, cross the bridge, and then we'll let you know more about it once we get home.
Shoes off, don't hide it. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without.
Hi, so we are back from the theatre now. What time did it finish, Lawrence? Was it about
10:15.
10:15? So it started at 7:30, finished at 10:15. Yeah, so Act 1 was 63 minutes, and then I think we had a 20-minute interval, and Act 2 was 64 minutes. So anyway, we were sat in the stalls for this one. We were sat on row N, seat 5 and 6, I think it was. Yeah, it's the first time I've ever actually sat on the right-hand side of the theatre at the Lowry. For some reason we always end up sitting on the left-hand side, but the view was really good. Really enjoyed the view from there. We're quite close to the stage. Luckily I had no one sat in front of me, so I had a perfect view. Loads of leg room. Would definitely sit in them seats again. Like, the view was excellent from there. So we didn't actually pay for our tickets because they were gifted by the Lowry for the press night, but there is currently a offer on for £20 tickets. I'll link it down below for you. So if you want to go and see it, then you can get tickets for just £20, best available seats. I'll link that down below in case you do want to go and see it. But the show was really, really good. Really enjoyed it. They did have some merch available. They had a magnet, a hoodie, I think they had, t-shirts. I think there was a mug, Lawrence? I think there was a mug and a tote bag. I did film it so you can see it, and I think I filmed the price list as well. But we picked up a magnet. The magnet was £5. We did get a programme, but because we were invited as press, we actually got our programme for free. But if you wanted to buy one, these were £5 as well. So yeah, they did have some merch. So yeah, it was set in the 1930s during the Depression. It was set in Minnesota, and it was set around a guest house. As it's a family that owned the guest house. So it's the father, mother, their son, and their adopted daughter. The mother was suffering from dementia, so she was sort of losing her mind, so she would basically just say whatever she wants. Yeah, the mother had dementia. The father was in debt, struggling to pay off his debts and stuff in the bank. The adopted daughter, who was black, ended up getting pregnant and wasn't married, so he was trying to marry her off to an old man that could take care of her, who had money because they didn't have any money. The son, who was a drunk, and he wanted to be a writer, but obviously wasn't making any money, so couldn't contribute. And yeah, and then there's also the story about the people that were staying in the guest house and their stories. Also ran through the musical. And the musical's a little bit different to some musicals. So the songs weren't the driving force of the musical, it was more the story, and then the songs sort of fit in
with the story.
The story is more the driving force. Rather with some musicals, it's the songs are what drive the show, whereas this is more the story, and then the songs sort of fit in. But the songs were really good. The songs that they picked were really good. It fit really well. The arrangement of the songs worked really well. They were using just instruments from that time, weren't they?
From that time.
Yeah, so they would only use the instruments that you could have found in the 1930s. So it's like no electric guitars or stuff like that. So, but they made it sound really good. It was really good, wasn't it? I loved how they did the music in this. It was really good. And the choreography was really good it fit in with the time.
It wasn't the traditionally to this big razzle dazzle. It was subtle and powerful.
So I really enjoyed it. It wasn't like any musical I think I'd seen before. I thought it was quite different, but I really enjoyed it. So I will show you the programme and show you who was in it. Standout performances for me was probably the mother. I thought she was really good. She had a really good voice as well. Does anyone stand out for you, Lauren?
The mother.
Yeah, same.
I liked her voice, it did. I thought her performance was
really good.
Very good.
Yeah. There was a few understudies actually on tonight. There was 4 understudies. I'll just have to check who they were because I can't quite remember, because they were so good you wouldn't have known that they were understudies. So the understudies that were on for this performance was Mrs. Nielsen, and she was being played by Nicola McEvely. The Reverend Marlowe was also an understudy, and he was being played by Owen Lloyd. Mr. Burke was an understudy, and he was played by Neil Stewart. And Catherine Draper was also played by an understudy, and she was played by Frankie Hart. So those were the understudies. So yeah, I'll go through the programme now, and then you'll be able to see the biographies in here. So like I said, I did actually get this programme for free. It was gifted as I was there for the press night, but you could purchase these for £5 if you wanted to buy one. So you've got some adverts in here. This is actually on next week. I do really want to see it. There's an offer on a ticket, so we'll see if I go to that one. Yeah, it's a few things that come up at Lowry. And then you've got a little article here, a strange inquiry. So this is Nick Curtis talks to the writer and director of the show and his thoughts on the show. And then you've got the musical numbers that are in it. So you've got Sign on the Window, Went to See the Gypsy, Tight Connection to My Heart, Slow Train, License to Kill, I Want You, Like a Rolling Stone, Make You Feel My Love. That's probably the most well-known song I think that was in it, Make You Feel My Love. What Can I Do For You, You Ain't Got Nowhere. Joker Man, Sweetheart Like You, True Love Tends to Forget, Girl from the North Country, Hurricane, Idiot Wind, Duchess and Whistle, Senor, It's Your Life, Is Your Life in Vain, and Forever Young. So those are all the Bob Dylan songs in this. Oh yeah, I don't think I said, did I, that all the songs in this are by Bob Dylan. So yeah, these are all Bob Dylan songs. And like I said, the way that they've reworked them for the show and the way they've done them is really good. And then the cast biographies. So Mrs. Nielsen is usually played by Keisha Aponson Banson, but we had the understudy on, so we had Nicola McEvely playing her, and she was really good. Would never have guessed that she was an understudy. She did a really good performance. Really enjoyed her. Then we had Ross Carswell. He plays Eliza Burke. Then we had Colin Connor playing Nick Lain. Nick Lain was the father figure in this, and he was really good. Really enjoyed his performance. We had Joshua C. Jackson playing Joe Scott. Eli James usually plays Reverend Marlowe. However, we had the understudy on. So we had Owen Lloyd playing the Reverend. So here he is, Owen Lloyd, and he did a really good performance. Like I said, you would never have guessed he was an understudy. He was really good. Then we had Justina Kahindi as Marianne Lane. She played the adopted daughter. She was excellent, really enjoyed her. For her singing voice was excellent, her acting was amazing. She was really, really good in this part, I thought. Then we had Teddy Kempner as Mr. Perry. I thought he was great. I thought he was really funny. Really liked him in that part. Then playing Dr. Walker, we had Chris McCallum. So Dr. Walker also does like the narrator. He's like the narrator of the show. So he did the narrating bits as well as being part of the storyline. So yeah, he was really good. I actually liked his voice. I thought he was really good as the narrator. And a really good like narrating voice. Frances McName played Elizabeth Lain. So she was the mother figure, the one that had dementia, and she played her amazingly. I thought she was excellent. She had an amazing voice. Her acting was absolutely brilliant. I thought she was probably the standout performer of the show for me. I just thought she was really, really good. So Eva Norris usually plays Catherine Draper, but we actually had the understudy on for her. So we had Frankie Hart. So yeah, we had Frankie Hart playing Catherine Draper in our performance. You had George Millen playing Jean Lane. So he was the son, the alcoholic son. And yeah, I thought he did a really good performance. So James Stadden usually plays Mr. Burke, but we actually had the understudy on. So we had Neil Stewart, who was here. So he was playing Mr. Burke, and he did a great performance. And then you had Rebecca Thornhill playing Mrs. Burke. So that's all the main principal cast. And then you've obviously got your ensemble members. This programme is like in alphabetical order, so it doesn't have your principal cast and then your ensemble. They're all sort of mixed together. So yeah, I'll just give you a quick look through and you can see then the ensemble. Yeah, then you can see where the ensemble members are. Although a lot of the ensemble members are playing main parts at this one. So then here you have your cast list. Your creative team and your band. So the band on this were actually on the stage with the performers. They weren't down in like an orchestral pit or anything, they were on the stage. So here you've got some nice photos from the performance. And then you've got some more information about your creative team, your producers, your production credits. And then here it's got a list of where it's going to on its tour. So yeah, definitely if it's coming to a place, if it's coming to a venue near you, definitely recommend getting tickets because we thoroughly enjoyed it. And then there's just some more adverts in here. Yeah, and that is your programme. What have you got to say, Laura?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I was fairly transfixed on the story and invested in finding out where the characters were going. with the story I was. I found the mother suffering from some dementia, I think it was. She was portraying a very good performance. Felt thing for her. She was probably standout one for me. It's a good story. I found it intriguing. I think the songs they picked, they didn't just pick a hit song. It fit with the story. It made the story go along. It wasn't break out a song every 5 minutes. So it was like, kind of put in a good place. I think it was the songs. And the acting was good because there's some dramatic pieces of it. I thought that made you go whoa and move back a bit. So really entertaining.
So yeah, like I said, we definitely recommend the show. So it's on at the Lowry till the 24th of September. Like I said, there is an offer on for £20 best available seats. I think it's on the weekday shows, not on the weekend shows. But I'll link it down below for you in case you're interested and want to get tickets. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this little theatre vlog. If you do enjoy theatre vlogs and reviews, I do a lot of them on my channel. So if you do enjoy them, please do subscribe and hit the notification bell and you'll be notified as soon as the next one goes up. So yeah, like I said, I hope you've enjoyed this little video. If you have, please do give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.